Today I'm introducing Pinoo to you. Pinoo is a control board developed for the children age 7 and over to able to learn coding with Arduino more easier. These are all the modules coming with Pinoo board. These modules come to you inside of the boxes, inside of your Pinoo box in packages. I removed these packages and put them down here for you. Now I will show you in detail one by one what is the name of this sensor of this module. And this is our Pinoo board. If you realize, each port has a color. There is color codes on the ports on the right hand side and left hand side. These colors are for connecting the modules. For example, this module has purple color. It means you have to connect this module in the purple, one of the purple color ports. So you know which port should be connected with your module. This is the working principle of our Pinoo. Now, I want to talk about these components here. These three lights here, as you see, yellow, red, and green, they are LEDs. We use these lights in our projects. It's just for LED lights. And the next one, this one here, with red color code, this is light sensor. It can sense the light in the environment. This one, with very little tiny button, as you see, it's a button. We use buttons also in our projects. These components are exactly the same how we use with Arduino, by the way. And next one is the buzzer. Buzzer makes sound. We use sound also. We can control sound. We might need it in our projects with Pinoo. And the next one. This is a sensor for temperature and humidity on the environment. It can measure temperature and humidity in the environment. This is another sensor. Maybe you can hear it, a very little noise. This is for tilt sensor. It can sense the tilt of your project. And this one is a potentiometer. You can turn it this way. Potentiometers. And this is a servo motor, mini servo we also call it. We might use some angles in the projects. You can give angle values between 1 and 180 for servos. Servo motors are also used in all kind of Arduino projects, and it's a standard. It comes like this. We can use it with Pinoo modules, as you see, to able to connect it to our board easier. We have also color code here. And this one here, it looks like ice. It looks like ice. It is for measuring the distance. Distance between itself and the object in front of it. It can measure the distance. There is a working principle of it. It can work with sound waves. It can send sound waves and it can receive it back. We will talk more detailed about the working principle of these modules, these sensors, more in our lessons. Now I'm just briefly telling what comes out of box, that's all. This is LCD screen, as you see. In Arduinos, we use exactly the same, with this module included, which makes it easier to use, easier to code. And it comes with this module here. You can connect this module with this color code to able to connect it with our port. And this one here, another sensor, it is for water level. If you make a project which requires to measure the level of the water, you use this sensor here. And this one is a joystick. I think you are familiar with joystick, right? And this one here, if you make a project including clay humidity on the clay, For example, you do something related with agricultural project. You use this sensor, so you can measure the humidity of the clay. And this one here is a motion sensor. It can sense the movements in the environment around it. It is motion sensor. And this is Bluetooth module. Bluetooth, we need it for remote control. We might need to control our Pinoo board without cable. For example, we create a car or any system. We want to control it without cable or from our mobile phone, from our tablet, and wireless control on our system. Then we need Bluetooth connection. You might wonder why this Bluetooth doesn't have a module with color code. How do I connect it to my Pinoo board? You don't need it because you don't connect it with one of the ports. You connect it directly in the Pinoo card. In this way, there are pins for it. So Bluetooth module is just like this. And if you want it to work without computer connection, you might need power. For example, you did program it. It knows what to do, but it doesn't. You don't want to connect it with computer. Then you need power. There is battery for it, and you have also battery connection on your Pinoo board. There is 9-volt battery and hat of it here. This hat also comes in your box. These are modules and sensors coming to you with Pinoo board. You can connect each of them with one single cable, and the blue cable here is for connection with your computer. It is for loading the program into your board. You have to connect this in your Arduino Nano in center of the board and connect the USB to your computer to able to program your Pinoo board.